In this lesson, we're getting right into the walking. We're learning two separate commands, the tight walk and the loose walk. We're going to get right into that tight walk first. The command we use is heel. Heel means walk like a robot. This works great when you're passing by a bunny rabbit or another dog on the street, or you're in public and you want your dog's complete attention on you. In that heel, we're going to use your dog's body as a measuring stick. The rules are, if you see your dog's butt, they're too far in front of you. If you can't see their nose, they're too far behind you. It's always going to be the same picture because it's your dog's body we're measuring to. When I first teach a dog the heel command, I play the game of opposites. So I just build a box in my head, and when the dog breaks the rules, I go the other way. If I see your dog's butt, that means they're too far ahead of me, and I'll just turn around and walk the other way. If I can't see your dog's nose, that means they're too far behind me, and I'll speed up. If they go to the left, I'll go to the right. Wherever your dog's energy is going, I'll go the opposite direction, making them continually adjust to me. And this week when you're working on it, let that be your mantra. From here on out, your dog adjusts to you, you never again adjust to them, playing the game of opposites. When you're working on the heel command, go ahead and hit the button every time you say the word heel. Same rules apply as lesson 1. If your dog's making an attempt, go ahead and stay on that level and help them. If not, slowly adjust the levels until you get their attention. Once you get their attention, go ahead and head back down to baseline. You might notice their baseline's a little bit higher outside than inside, and that's normal. In the heel position, I want to keep your dog on the left side of your body. Use the leash to keep them over there if you need to. If they do end up on the right side, go ahead and guide them to the left behind your back. It'll keep it so you don't trip over them. I watch the dog's head. Their head tells me everything I need to know. If they're looking or sniffing, they probably haven't done anything yet, but they're about to. So I watch that head. If it wanders, I tell them heel and hit the button. If they keep looking or sniffing, I adjust the level slowly until I grab their attention. Once I do, I go right back down to baseline. Trying to get your dog's attention in real life is kind of hard to do. If you pass by a bunny rabbit or a dog, you only have a couple seconds to get those levels appropriate. So for practice, you can walk by a family member or put a bowl of treats on the ground and try and walk by. The first couple times, your dog's nose and eyes are going to go crazy, but adjust the levels and each time will get easier. The command we're using for the loose walk is let's go. You're going to hit the button just like everything else. And if your dog makes an attempt, help them. If not, slowly adjust the levels until you get their attention. Once you do, go right back down to baseline. With let's go, the definition changes a little bit from heel. In review with heel, it was the dog's body length as the measuring stick. With let's go, it could be the length of the leash, or it could be stay in a circle I feel safe if you're off leash, or it could be stick your head in my office. So it means head this way. When I teach your dog the loose walk or let's go command, I play the same game of opposites, except now the definition is the length of the leash instead of their body length. So if the leash gets tight because they're pulling, I go the other way. If they're too slow, I speed up. If they go to the left, I go to the right. I make your dog constantly adjust to me. Try and keep the leash as loose as possible. We're used to yanking and pulling that leash and using our muscles. Instead, keep the leash as a backup safety. Let the dog break the rules. Once they break the rules, go the other way, and then use the leash to help guide them if needed. The looser you keep that leash, the sooner you're going to get off-leash reliability. And go ahead and tell them heel or let's go and hit the button before you change directions or change your pace. Imagine it's like brake lights or turning signals on our vehicles. I want to let your dog know, hey, something's about to happen, or the course is about to change. Your homework when working on the walking is to do it for a duration, not a destination. Because you're playing the game of opposites, you won't get too far. So don't try and get to the park because you're taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Instead, go in front of the house and work on it 10 minutes twice a day. And this week when you're working on the walking, make it 50% tight walk, 50% loose walk. Eventually down the road, your dog's going to be in the loose walk all the time. You'll only have to heel them past another dog. But for now, go ahead and do 50-50. One thing I like to do, purposely heel my dog past a pole they like to sniff on, and then put them in a loose walk past the next yard, and then go back and forth during the same walk. Don't feel like you have to be a robot all the time, or if the neighbors think you're going crazy walking in front of the house, you can go on your normal walk. Just make your dog constantly adjust to you. In the beginning, if you're having a hard time, be aware of your environment and the distractions. I'll find better success working a dog in the middle of the street. Once they're getting the hang of things, then I'll head to the sidewalk. Or don't have the kids riding their bike up and down the sidewalk, going around the block when you're trying to work on heel and keep your dog's attention. Have everyone hold still. Once the dog's getting better, then you can have the distractions get bigger. During our lessons, I like to snap and whistle. If it's too much, I'll keep the distraction low. If your dog's doing good, then I'll bring up those distractions.